the king is taken to be that is a person who bridges the gap between his people and the spiritual world. Actually, the reason why the king is called Kabaka, Kabaka comes from the verb of okubaka, like receiving information from, he receives information from the gods on behalf of his people.
As the modern people would call downloading.
Yeah, Abaka, he receives information on behalf of his people.
Mutesa was introduced to the Western culture by Henry Stanley in detail. The Western culture included reading, writing, and Christianity. And so, Mutesa saw that this is a new opportunity to learn the new skills of keeping our records. So I should say the coming of the first missionaries, it was on invitation of our king, Ssekabaka Mutesa I. Basically, to teach his people how to read and write, but also more about their Western religion.
Yeah, so when Christianity came, I would say Christianity came with controversies because Christianity was more a way of life to the people in the Western world.
Yeah.
Christian missionaries came preaching Jesus Christ as the king.
Yeah.
And we had kings here.
Yes.
They could say, "Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, let your kingdom come." We had kingdoms here.
Yes.
So Christianity is good, but it was brought with intentions.
It was weaponized.
Yes.
Yeah.
The flag followed the cross. They never gave us Christianity because they love us so much, but they had intentions with giving us Christianity.
Yeah.
They soften your heart, please forgive, what, then they take your land. And you remain calm, you don't even fight back.
Yeah.
That's how Christianity and African traditional religion, they even became parallel. They will never meet because Christianity, to make matters worse, violated most of the African traditional practices, calling them satanic, backward. That's how even the issue of the Uganda Martyrs came in, these Uganda Martyrs of the church.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, these martyrs, when you go to the side of the church, they are heroes, they are saints who died of their faith. When you come to the side of the kingdom, martyrs are rebels. They disobeyed the king, yes. So when you read a book, it's called The Untold Story of Martyrdom. Yeah. The Untold Story of Martyrdom gives a very good picture on many things about the martyrs. Because when you go to the church, most of them have ill preachings on King Mwanga. Was a bad king, he killed the martyrs, what. A lot of things are said unto him, but here we call him a hero. Mwanga. He was a man who fought for his culture because he noticed that Christianity is pushing away his kingdom. To make matters worse, most of his subjects in the palace, servants, they changed to Christianity. They went to serve the church. Disobeying the king, the penalty was death. So they served their punishment. Actually, in this book, the author says these martyrs were victims of the system they never understood. Colonial policies used them as weapons against their fellow Africans. Among the martyrs, we have a boy called Kizito. He was a boy of 14 years. This author says, how can a 14-year-old boy understand the politics of the British? So he claims that most of them died of ignorance.
Our ancestors cannot be satanic, no. They once lived like us. If you say they are satanic, then when you also die, you will become satanic.
In this 5th episode, we talk about the tragedy that saw this place burned to the ground, and we set ground for a future discussion on spirituality before the Europeans arrived and branded it heathen. It's important that you watch the whole series for context.